Hello, people of the internet or whatever. Still waiting for this randomly selected contestant to show up while I fix up my hair. You know the deal. Welcome to Masterclass Monday number 1. Starting a bit late because why not? You know what I'm saying? I guess I'll put this in a live stream playlist. And it's not made for kids. Might as well throw this in. Who cares, man? Lovely. Just Monday evening content going down tonight. Oh my gosh, hello to my one viewer. Just a minute. Getting everything set on up over here. You know the deal. Forget what I was gonna do. But I'm basically just waiting for this randomly selected lucky individual to get back to me so we can hop on a call. You know, and if they don't come in about like 10 minutes or so, then I will take matters into my own hands and consult the RNG gods once again. But for now, I'm just laying down. Making jazz future rhythm. Okay, hello. Discord not working. Cats. There's cats. Oh yeah, you're right. Thanks for the quick shout out. Hope this continues working. Okay, there we go. Hello friends and welcome. be like an easier way. I mean, I guess I could just like do this. No, it doesn't really help the situation. Bring it back, undo that. Bruh, that does not. How about we just adjust like the end? Okay. Feeling some neuro vibes on this one. Okay, I'm just gonna hit up the next guy in line. Next guy in line per se. Nothing really going on right now. Okay. Whip sound. Just bring in the operator for this one. No one's here yet. No one has responded. Just gonna message everyone. That's weird. I don't think it's supposed to do that. No, we just use Instagram for this. Oh nah. Hello, 5 viewers. Ableton production, I don't know, like Ableton for only like 2 or so years, production in general, maybe like 4 or 5 years. I don't know, I just don't like this chord. Not a nice chord. Covers, or whatever they be saying. I think that's what they say. All the people who signed up are not responding in a brisk pace. This is tragic. DC Max. Sounds alright. It's alright, I guess, man. Just doing my stream thing, not really talking much. I guess I could talk more. Would probably be a start. Hello. Right now, I'm thinking I want some glidey 808, so that's what I'm doing. And I want it kind of plucky too, like an 808, you know. So for that, I'm gonna make the plucky envelope. You know what I'm saying? You get me. And also, let's make it mono, turn on legato, and always glide. Awesome. Might as well just put in the Discord that I'm streaming, because that makes sense. That makes sense as something to do. Okay, I'll just hit everyone up in the Discord. Just that funky, whatever that is. Forget these kicks. That sounds nice as hell. Okay, forget all this. The sample go crazy. watching want to be the guest on the stream, because that's what I planned it for, but yeah, nobody's getting back to me. It's completely open. Not the greatest at production. I mean, and you can do anything, man. You don't need to be the greatest. You just have to be willing to learn. Oh, you have FL. Okay, that's the kick. What do you mean, Dwayne? I really dig this decap loop. If you're confident in taking a lesson from me, please just DM me on Discord so we can get the true Masterclass Monday. I do one-on-one classes, just like normal lessons in general. I mean, I'll send an invite to the Discord. I do one-on-one classes like paid, but today's Masterclass Monday. I was gonna do like a post about it, but what's supposed to happen is people sign up for lessons, or they sign up for a free lesson for Masterclass Monday, you know, and then I just teach them in front of everyone. And we all learn, you know, no monetary transaction involved. Okay, here's your link. I've been producing for like 5 years total, I guess. Hearing the melody. But yeah, join the Discord and like DM me. Okay, people message me. Awesome. Slit. Fiddlesticks. Hey yo, I'm that Taylor guy. Awesome. Yeah, I would prefer to coach someone in Ableton, you know, because that's what I use and I'm familiar with, and so is everyone else. But the majority of people on my channel, I would say. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Definitely should. This would just be like an octave up. Still chilling here.
I sell, I click my heels 3 times. I sell, I click my heels 3 times. Pink just tools, my khaki suit, mastermind, water whip. Toss the coke in the act. Bedroom had a bedroom. Ooh, Gators acted little love boat. You had to spin a cold war.
Give me the MF too.
Like the trees dumped into some dust blunt fusion. Old cocktail of mine, chemicals in real time. It's all like the trees dumped into some dust blunt fusion. Like the trees dumped into some dust blunt fusion. Old cocktail of mine, chemicals. Like the trees dumped into some dust blunt fusion. Old cocktail of mine, chemicals to real time. It's all good as long as you ain't. Like the trees dumped into some dust blunt fusion. Like the trees dumped into some. Like the trees dumped into some dust blunt fusion. Like the trees dumped into some dust blunt fusion. Like the trees dumped into some. Like the trees dumped into some dust blunt fusion. A whole cocktail of mine, chemicals to real blunt. Like the trees.
Yes, rest in peace, the man. The man, the myth. Right here, who's in general? Hey, it's on right now. If you wanna hop into a call and get rolling.
Like the trees dumped into some dust blunt fusion. Like the trees dumped into like the trees dumped into some like the trees like the trees
Yeah.
like
Just getting the kind of echo effect.
like the tree 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 like the
Yeah, like this. And then like that. With somebody to actually have this Masterclass Monday be a masterclass. Hello, Technica, my friend. We don't have much time here, but we'll make the most of it. Okay, let me set up my audio. Okay, audio input. How are you on this lovely Monday evening? Hello. Yep. Awesome. No, the little time discrepancy here, but we manage. We manage. Yeah, I just appreciate you sticking around, so we can have this event, and it's not just me messing around. Got okay. Just a minute. I just have to set my audio up here. And did you submit a project file on
I did.
on Google Drive? Okay. So do you want me to like go look over it on stream here, or should I, or do you want to show me some things first?
You could, if you it would be cool if you could open it up and just kind of show me.
I got you. Okay, so let me download it real quick, and then
I have a delay. I don't know what it's.
Oh, delay from like my mic.
Yeah.
On Discord, or is it like the stream? You're still playing the stream in the background or whatever. Advanced ASMR sound design. Yes.
I just turned off the stream. It was because
Okay,
the Discord was on as well.
Yeah, that sounds confusing. Okay, so a flatus. Let's pull that up. Okay. So you if I read you right, you want let me just pull this up. Might as well. So get some ideas on bass patterns, incorporating deep dubstep, softer side bass lines into the track. So I'm guessing this is like kind of a funky, before even opening it, like a funky, vibey project, but you want a little bass spice in there, you know, like, well, yeah, like the Charles First type thing.
Kind of style, just ideas on how to go in that a little bit more in that direction, because I have the melodies and the chords, but yeah.
Right. Let me actually get you pulled up on the camera thing if you don't mind, because.
Okay. Yeah. Let me grab a bit. Can I have that light real quick?
Awesome. Wait, I gotta figure out also how to like pop you out. You know, pop out. Okay. Okay. Wait, I did it. There we go.
Cool.
Awesome. Okay. Appreciate you hopping on with your meeting. Being real soon.
Yeah, man.
So the first thing that comes to my head, of course. First thing that comes to my head is, so if you're just trying to like throw some kind of bassy elements into a groovy type track, I find it's very hard, at least for me, to sit there and like sound design it out, you know, sit there and sound design it out. So I would probably go about throwing in samples, you know. I've seen Mr. Bill do kind of stuff like that, and that he demonstrates he's making a beat, right? And then he just pulls out some nice neuro-y samples to throw under. So let's see what I can do with this track as it opens. So you're not really sure the way to keep you open here, but we'll manage. Okay, pin. So now it won't disappear. Awesome. Pristine. Living the dream. Okay. Might just let Ableton crash. It's okay. We don't need it anyway. We have our lovely minds. What do you think they did before the dolls? No, they had to write it out. We're composing now. Composing bass music. Okay.
Right.
Alrighty. So, okay, still not open. My own stream tricked me. This is just tragic. Not much time left, and Ableton is self-destructing.
Oh no.
So where are you at in your producing? Like
So I've released a track on iTunes, Discord, and that's pretty much what I did. I did it with the with Il Gates, the producer dojo.
Oh yeah.
And so that's kind of where I left off, but I never found these bass lines that you showed on your site. It just got me inspired again, because that's what I've been looking for, is trying to find ways to incorporate these kind of sounds instead of the really heavy dubby, stuff.
Yeah. Definitely not a whole lot of resources on this, more
not at all
the freeform bass, as they call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I what I especially like is that, like you're saying, it's interesting because you can really incorporate, you can slide it in places you wouldn't quite expect. They're a little more subtle, a little more nuanced than just some growls, machine gun basses.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Please work. Okay. So let's take a look at this loop here. Bunting synths. Wow. Honored to have my name there. Okay. So
but I didn't do anything with the synth. I just trying to figure out how to.
this is lovely. Yeah. Great use of Foley and all that. Are these your vocals?
No.
Okay. Bass pattern. See, let's get the bass pattern question mark. Okay. I guess that's
yeah.
Okay. And these synths aren't. Are they doing something? Wait a minute. I'm just closing this so I can focus on this here.
Oh, I turned them off. I turned them off because
Okay.
I'm still trying to figure out how.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. So what I'm kind of hearing, definitely some neuro kind of stuff. Oh damn. I like that. Just checking out all these basses. So what I'm feeling is a more neuro-y type thing, especially like with all the Foley you have. So let me just throw something in here.
Okay.
So
yeah.
So sign compression is probably the simplest way to go about neuro, especially for like Charles I type stuff, because that's just what it uses. And in fact, I'm not going to use a
right.
I'm not going to use an 808 just because it's probably easier to just mess around with a sine wave. So I'm just going to open Serum here and lay down a note. What key is it in? Just so I don't have to figure it out.
I think it's in C minor.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
I'll turn myself off here.
Oh yeah. Oh, I should share my screen so you can hear what's going on. Okay. Oh yeah, and I actually didn't have this will do because the stream wasn't able to hear me in the first place. So
okay, cool.
So what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of laying out a bass line to follow the notes is my first thing. That's just wait. Okay, I actually can't stream because I'm lagging way too bad. I just got.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. No worries.
It's a trade-off.
Then I'll just.
Yeah. Just hop onto the. I guess the stream audio and I don't know, kind of work it out from there. Okay. So. Okay. So can the stream hear? Yes, they can. Okay. So I just wrote out the bass line, right? Just wrote out the bass line. And from here, of course, I want it pitched down. Or maybe I'm thinking. Okay, I like that one much better. So what I'm going to do here, just for some basic neuro action, is introduce a sine wave, right? Great. And then I'm going to compress the heck out of it. Okay. I don't need all this stuff. Trying to reduce the lag as much as I can, because so you really want a lot of movement with these neuro basses. So right now we just have like a heavily clipped sine wave. Thanks to our saturator. First easy way to introduce some movement is these Reese's. What am I doing? These notch filters, right? And we can just automate from Jesus Christ, it is lagging quite a bit. It's a hefty one. Let me actually just drag this over here so I can get some less laggy sound design. And also turn up the bass. So in addition to this kind of like sine compression type thing, so we have notch filters. I'm just gonna add another. And just turn the amount up. This just makes it kind of move on its own with the LFO. And after that, another, except this isn't a notch filter. What the notch filter is, it's just cutting out frequencies in the middle. This is where the real magic happens, I think. I'm just going to go ahead and resample that right there. So what I did, I pretty much took the sine wave, clipped it with our saturator, and after that, well, so I wrote the bass line to have it on the right note, clipped it with our saturator, added some movement with these filters, and then for the final kind of main movement, I had this low pass filter sweeping up. And you could add some post-processing after that, because I think it could sound a little nicer. So how about like just an OTT as my thing crashes. Maybe an amp. You know the deal. Okay. Maybe not the amp. Okay, I do want the amp. But you see, I duplicated this and now I'm going to freeze it, right? Just so that I can use it as audio. And you could save a lot of one-shots like this, you know. Or you can save 0 one-shots and just all do it with the MIDI. But I just feel like putting it into a one-shot, so that's what I'm doing. Okay. So you see here, then we have our little one-shot. And you see just a nice swelled up Reese. It's a little subtle thing. Maybe need some more compression to bring it out. Just gonna boost it. See right there? And it's just a nice kind of. See, and I'm just thinking of a flow. You see, you got to bring it in gently, or at least in my head. There's plenty of ways to go about this. There's just one way. And for this next hit, I'm thinking like kind of a wobble. So for that, I'm just going to turn up our LFO on this frequency here. Let's delete the automation on it. This sounds like it belongs in Fortnite. Yeah. And I'm going to get the rate that I simply desire. With these Reeses, there are so many things you can mess with to change the movement of it. For example, well, like I just did that, and I have this notch going. How about actually, like in the midst of some extra crispness, in the midst of these notch filters, I'm going to add an OTT. And I'm turning this amount down so I can say I don't want the rate anymore. I just want. You see what I'm going for there? Just the. But I guess to summarize what I'm doing here is just having some kind of sine compression, whatever, sine compression basis, and introducing movement with volume automation and like low pass filter. It's the most straightforward way to get it moving in a certain direction. And after this, for some extra movement, extra spice, extra everything nice, I'm gonna have more. Awesome. I'm just gonna duplicate that again before freezing it, because I don't know, I like keeping it because I feel like I'm gonna need it when I delete it. Okay. And this with a sub bass under it and some further processing can give you some really nice results. Also, be sure to speak up if you have any like questions or anything like that, because you are here, and I guess, yeah, I should have thought this through as to how to like share it without it lagging and all that jazz. So look, now we have another audio sample. I'm just going to drag it here. Play from the beginning. Right, so we have this kind of main bass line, which I'm also going to guess is where our sub is. Now, as long as we have this main bass line providing some nice neuro-y kind of movement to it, we can add some fills in between. So what I'm going to do is just serum. And this is just matching the note of what the bass line would be playing, right? So just going to make something crazy in serum. And just because vocoder is crazy and awesome, I'm going to introduce a vocoder. This is me just pretty much designing a bass I think would sound cool. Because once you start laying out this main kind of foundation, well, with any kind of bass design, that's when you can really start just throwing stuff in between. You know, this also applies to another guy's question about like bass fills. So for this, I'm just messing with the chorus. And I'm gonna add an OTT. You can add plenty of things in between here. I'm also going to add a phaser because for that awesome tippery action. Ooh. For these more just generally organic bass sounds, you definitely want to draw on a lot of the automation yourself by hand. You know, I find it's very hard to get away with really making it sound fluid and organic, just sticking in the synth. So yeah, and right here, how about we just have a straight up growl? Or a more growly type thing. Just let's get a spectral wave down. Let's lead our little automation here. Because right after this, I'm gonna have how about just like the Skrillex? Hello. Just some basic growl design being employed here. And why not have a bit of high note section? And if it sounds like it's sticking out too much, just slap some further movement. I don't speak Spanish. Yes, I speak the universal language of bass. See, and you can almost say these are like serving as Foley, the way they're just like textured. And okay, I hear you here. I'm assuming you have to leave soon. Hello?
I'll pitch it up.
Hello? Hello? Okay. And I think for these, I want them a little less squelchy, so I'm just going to round them out with this EQ, you know? But all this was just like messing with some like sine compression. And then how about just throw in the same, you don't have to use a bunch of different bass sounds, you know, you can just employ the same one differently. So here I'm just going to go, whoops, and add a different chorus pitch. And on this whole group, just to make it stand out in the mix more, I'm just gonna OTT the boys, you know the deal, and a bit of saturation as well. The classic combination. I do not speak Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo estás? So, I mean, I guess the main takeaway is neuros are awesome for just for putting under melodic things without having them clash, you know, because they're pretty harmonically simple compared to crazy growls and stuff, you know. But you can still get away with more or less growls as long as you use them sparingly, you know, because if I was using this sound as the main bass line, I think it would just be overwhelming and nobody would like it. But see, this neuro does a great job at outlining the sub. And really just go through your samples. I'm gonna be releasing like a sample pack and all that kind of stuff. With usable stuff like this, you know, draw your bass line, compress the heck out of it, experiment with different compression settings. See, how about I do this? I just go to a sinoid fold. You see? And I get a whole nother sound right there. Right.
So.
And in addition to the movement already provided by this, I can mess with the bass. Mess with this filter more. I can even mess with like the outputs on the OTT. See, and maybe in the end I don't like what's coming out, but I think that little bit at the end is nice, so I could throw that in as a fill. And I'm glad you like my tutorials. Be Dead Official. That's awesome. But yeah, you can mess with these things, and as long as there's a clear direction it's moving in, they're absolutely usable in pretty much any arrangement, I would think. You know? That's what's so nice about these silent compression basses. That's why Charles I uses them so much, you know, because it's hard to get harmonically complex when there's already so much happening, like, all over, you know. Right. And, oh, sorry, hello? Hello? But please talk if you must. I don't want to keep you here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I probably gotta head out, but thank you.
Yeah.
It definitely. Yeah, if there's a way I can get a copy. Can I? Is there
Yeah,
a way that you're gonna
absolutely.
have the video up? Or?
Yeah, I'm gonna have the video's gonna be up, and I'll also just send you this project file so you have what I did.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I'm happy to help you out. Sorry, I should have figured out beforehand like how I'm gonna be sharing my screen, you know, and like so we can have a live interaction. It was more just like me tweaking your project file and you sitting here, but we managed. There was education to be had.
Cool.
But yeah, all right.
Awesome.
Don't want to hold you here any longer. Nice talking to you,
Appreciate
man.
it.
I'll send you the file and
you.
all that. This
Nice to meet
video
you.
will be up. Yep, nice to meet you, man. Like, peace out.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. So he had to go early. Lousy Anna is the other guy. Just gonna keep going. Dude, new friend Technico is gone. If you'd like to hop in a call, you know the deal. No. Okay, hello. Hello,
Yeah.
Lousy Anna. The one, the only.
Oh, yeah.
In World of Warcraft.
Yeah, dude, just getting my nerd on.
I just downloaded Heroes of the Storm. I mean, just on the note of Blizzard stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. I enjoy it.
I've not played Heroes of the Storm, but my friends are talking about it, so maybe soon.
Soon. All right. Here's the Storm Bunting stream right now. No. But did you submit a project file?
Yeah, I shot a project file in there. It was like something I started the other day. It was like super basic. I kind of just like left it basic because I felt like not basic, but like the part that I'm struggling in is like when some of the more drops that I can make that are better to make are like more aggressive, I guess you could say. Like it's like base after base after base.
Right, yeah.
And then like watching you even like roll through this guy, like do like the kind of like the mud pie concept where you just like make a bunch of noise and like add it as foley and stuff like that is kind of
Right.
like I think where I'm struggling more. But I think also once you pop the project open, I'll remember what it sounds like. I don't even remember what it sounds like. I just like remember making it, being frustrated, and then I shot it into your G drive there.
Sounds good. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't do a whole lot of this neuro-y, like fill-in type stuff, you know. But I think I should more in general. But yeah, it's definitely nice if that's what you're going for.
Yeah, it's groovy, and I'm not sure if that's what the other track needs. I think more like I just don't know. I honestly am like having a hard time. I struggle like articulating really like what I'm looking for. But I think like once we get in there, I should be good. I think I might just like pop open the file too on my end at the same time, just so I can like keep up with it.
Awesome, excellent. Okay. Yeah, this beat is really nice though. It's just lovely. The guitar, the vocals, everything, just pristine. Totally phenomenal.
I didn't freeze and flatten anything, so I hope that's not.
No.
Hopefully, we don't get fucked by that.
Shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully. Okay. Saving this file. I guess I should collect all and save while I'm here. And
Oh yeah, dude. I totally was attempting to do that in this project. I was like attempting to fill it in with like the Mr. Bill Narrow bass pack. That's hilarious.
yeah.
But it's so awkward. You'll hear it. It's like this is awkward. Like it's just like I'm like struggling to just have like a pattern, like really good what's like the music where like
flow?
tension and release.
Yeah,
like not tension and release.
Call and response.
Call and response. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah. But it just was not shining through, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I got like one section of it, but I just was trying to think of like how to respond to that section, and I think that's like where I was really struggling on this track specifically. And then I like find myself like running into a lot of that, and that's why I appreciate your tutorials, because like you go through like 6 bass sounds, right? And then those 6 bass sounds can provide like alternate layers that you can easily do call and response with, which have like helped me in my skill making so far. But like the part that like when I just like try to go like I opened this track up and I was like starting fresh today, like no bunting tutorial up, so I can't go steal sounds. Yeah, so then I was just kind of like trying to do it now like more organically, like creating the sounds from scratch and like, you know, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And for that, it's definitely hard. Oh yeah, I don't have all these plugins you have. But
shit. What plugins are missing? Probably not useful.
Yeah, it's just like little mix plugins.
They're probably
like
useless.
Some reverb things. For whatever reason, the Mr.
You're
Bill.
good. Don't worry about those.
I don't think the Mr. Bill things are showing up in here now. Yeah.
They also sound. Yeah. No drums here. Let me I'll just actually I can just do this. I'll send it to you on Discord real quick. Like I can literally just drop them in there, I
Oh
bet.
yeah, just the files. Yeah, throw them in.
Yeah, like just the file. Yeah, and then just like put the file in the like in the placeholder.
But,
Yeah, thanks for doing this. Sorry I missed it earlier, dude.
No,
like
it's
my
no problem. I'm just chilling.
I've got my cat has cancer, so I have to like take care of that.
No.
Sucks.
Sending
Anywho,
good
and
vibes.
yeah, and then I'm not gonna send. I'll send like the first two Mr. Bill noises because I feel like now we're like pirating shit. I don't know how I feel about this. Like,
Let's
but
have Mr. Bill.
yeah, thank you, Mr. Bill. But what I'm trying to do is like I'll just show you the first two in the drop. That way, like we can just get to the. It's just like, oh, I know what it is. I'm sorry, dude. I'm all frantic, but I understand what I cut one big sample into multiple pieces, and I was thinking I had to send you like tiny little pieces, but I'm dumb.
Yeah, I'm calling up Mr. Bill. Calling the Mr. Bill police up.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, cool. So I sent that drum break, and then I sent the Mr. Bill neuro bass through, and so that should fill in the rest of the file.
This is a spicy neuro.
Yeah, dude, it sounds like dog shit with the other bass. I'm like, now that I listen to it, I'm like, yeah, you should quit drinking and trying to make music. It's stupid as hell.
Yeah. Bro, it helps the creativity, I swear, bro. Bro, it's right.
No, just the weed.
Just the weed. Okay. Wait, let me. Will it like allow me to do this? Okay, yes it will. Hope it's in the right time. I keep opening it.
Oh yeah, and they're not cut exactly. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, that is how that works. What the hell? That's some voodoo. Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay.
So these are all cut correctly to where you had it, and it loops after
Yeah.
this, I'm hoping.
Yeah, I keep forgetting on the YouTube stream. I'm like 10, 15 seconds behind, but it's no big deal.
Yeah. No, I think you have a general good flow going, but I just think there's like, for this kind of thing, there's like not enough. I just feel like there's not enough going on. You know what I mean? And
Yeah. Okay. One of the things is like I would dump the Mr. Bill shit. Like I wasn't even serious about that. I think like the point of like the Mr. Bill stuff is to show the experimentation of like me trying to like just find those noises to fit in there. And it obviously doesn't fit.
So what's happening here, I think? So the Mr. Bill like neuro thing, it kind of functions as like a lightweight fill, you know, while I don't think the entire riff is fleshed out. You know, it's like it's like filling in. It would be lovely to fill in like just a blank where the riff has stayed out. It's done its thing, you know, then just a nice little ear candy fill. But in this case, I think it's like, you know, this can just be so much more.
Got it. Yeah. No, that makes sense. And that, I think that's kind of like where I was kind of like, I think the ending fill or using it as like a break into like the next like 16 bars or anything like that. I think like the neuro bass would be super sick for sure. Agreed. But yeah, no, I can see what you mean about like it being too, it's just not heavy enough. Like it's just like too contrasting.
Yeah. It's too lightweight, you know, while in here we're searching for like the flow to be continued, while here it's kind of interrupted.
Yeah, and I think where I got the difficult part was like I was able to make the first sound and then just like trying to make it wasn't even less of the sound. The sound design wasn't actually what's difficult on this. It was literally just like, what response do I have to this to fill in the riff? Like this is where I'm getting lost, and I think that's like where to articulate it is like I suck at the riffing, brother. You know what I mean?
mean, you really just gotta sit there and feel it out in your head. Like you gotta enter sleep paralysis and just let the music come to you. Nah, that happens sometimes. But
Yeah.
that's one way. I mean, but
Yeah, I normally like put these files away for a long time and then like revisit them in like weeks or months, and then like sometimes something will come, and then most of the time it's nothing.
see, in my head, I'm playing this. I'm going like. Just going back to the fill thing, you know. Yeah, like. Oh.
The rice is done.
Yes. Hype. Going back to the fill thing, you know, it's just, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I have something to say about the fill thing, but I think I already established what has to be said about. So all I'm doing is I'm going through my head and I'm like, all right, it's call and response, you know. This is a call and response, but it's the neuro bass isn't solid enough, I think, or melodic enough.
Yeah.
And so in my head, I'm just hearing like. I guess a good way to get a better grasp on riff is to, I mean, actually play an instrument, you know, and just groove on it. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I think
that kind of came up as like passive aggressive.
No, you're good. Just fucking learn
You know
instruments.
what I mean,
No, I can play instruments and stuff. So like, I get what you're saying. Like, I played
But
drums for a while
I'm
and guitar.
feeling like big guitar vibes on this, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
And for whatever fucking reason, like, oh, okay, never mind. There it is. Why is it doing this? Okay, I have no idea what it's doing. But literally just like play out this groove, right? And like fill it in like you would if you're jamming out.
Got it.
This is just my weird ass default preset.
Yeah, no worries. I'm interested. I see what you're
Yeah.
getting at, though.
I have no clue what this is. Oh, it's fold. And then maybe there you can like throw in your spicy fill. But first of all, we actually need like some substance to this bass sound. So let's bring in the substance. Okay. So for this, I'm just feeling like a tippery vibe, you know, like it's not kind of like a lead vibe, you know. And what I was saying before I interrupted myself was like there's no true science to it, you know. It just comes with experience, like what kind of sounds you want, you know, because you might be jamming out on your guitar and end up thinking of a melody like this, you know, or something, but then it's like, okay, what sound?
Yeah.
You know. And for that, I would just really sit there and just think, you know, what kind of sound do I want? And really don't hesitate to steal sounds, you know, because, well, like, steal sounds, but if you're stuck, you know, and nothing's coming after you've been experimenting for a while, you know, it's better to keep the flow going than to just meet a roadblock and stop, you know. There's no shame in getting some assistance. So, of course, bringing in that phaser. Yeah, he's feeling that.
I see.
And of course, throwing on the amp because amps sound nice on this kind of. Maybe. Maybe not the amp, maybe just the story. And I'm gonna take envelope 2 and give it some extra movement.
Oh shit, okay, the envelope trick is crazy.
See, now we're talking. And I'm just gonna take this Mr. Bill sample and mangle it myself just to demonstrate. So let's just get a random cool part. That's probably cool. Ooh, that's nice. I love that. And just because this is what I'm feeling, I'm just going like bam, bam. Because it just feels kind of awkward to me, like the flow going over the bar, you know? That's just me though. Because it's like bam, bam, bam. You know, bam, bam is just a solid call. See, I mean, there's no science behind it. That's just where I'm feeling it. Because I feel like if it goes over the measure per se, or like the beat, because it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, then it makes it a little more awkward trying to formulate a response for it. And right here would be perfect times for, you know, the saucy neuros. Saucy neuros. Where's the sauce at? Come on. See, I still don't think it fits super nice in the mix because it sounds kind of like a different tone than the rest of it. You know, but maybe what I would do for this is just distort the shit out of it. Oh, you already kind of have a vocoder on it.
Yeah, I was throwing all kinds of weird stuff on there.
I like the vocoder on it. Lounge. That's an interesting effect. Yeah, I do really like that effect. But I think I would maybe just to make it kind of perfect. Just need something to kind of crisp it up, I think. So it would match the crispiness of the saw wave. And maybe change the tonality too with this transmission. How about Complex Pro? See, now it's a little more on.
Yeah, it's got a little bit more grit to it.
Yep, a little more grit and in my head, I'm just thinking, okay, but what's the sub bass gonna be? Oh, that's nice. What's the sub bass gonna be, you know? And for this, I think with the wobble, going like the wow wow, I think it would make sense just to have this be the sub bass. I mean, obviously with its own dedicated sub layer for the utmost crisp and clean mix, right?
Yeah. Very okay. No, and I understand. I think the part that I struggle with is like obviously the riffing part is like that's like gonna come to you, you know, obviously with experience and just playing music, but the it's the sound portion of it, I think, that you really opened my eyes to, like making it like tonally not so crazy, and also being able to use the same sample to prove that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Because for something like this, like, yeah, like I said earlier, I really just hear like this needs a little continuation of the riff, you know, or at least something to follow. Like, let's say in some more like trappy stuff, right? Like if it was just like brown, brown, brown. If it was just the main focus on the sub bass, you know, like maybe you can get away with. Let me just demonstrate by throwing an 808. You know, because trap like the like you get the idea basically. But what what I mean there is that it depends on the kind of feel, the genre type feel of the song, you know, and just the general instrumentation in general. But what I was hearing here was it needed a continuation of the melody. You can get away with more harmonic elements, but you need something to be the focus, you know. That's the main point I've been trying to get out. You need something to be the focus, right? And if something doesn't like punch you as the focus real well, like if you're just hearing this on its own, that would be kind of weird to hear as the focus, I think. So when you go just like this, you know, it just doesn't strike me very strong. It's not a very strong motif. You gotta have a motif, and that's part of the riff or whatever. Yeah, and you have to have the stupid 808.
You always have to.
See, look, and because speaking of fills, look, just throw whatever you want in.
Yeah, I think I have like this like thing where I like try to make things less crazier than they need to be, or like they need to be more out there.
Yeah. But like you can really keep it simple, you know, like, and I mean like keep it simple as in there's something followable, you know, like Tipper, as weird as his sound design is, he's always riffing, you know, it's always just like a type of riff just with cool sound design. And generally in bass sound design, beyond the call and response thing that I say a lot, whatever that means, you can fit the craziness in small gaps, you know, but you know, if it's crazy all the time, is anything crazy? Deep, bro. No, but you know what I mean. And in that you just throw it in fills. And for some further groove, I would probably want the drums. Well, just the drums knocking a little harder in general, but I mean, I'm sure you'll do that later down the line. Maybe add some Foley, but in addition to that, like maybe some like weird percussive type things, you know, like who knows.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I typically focus on the drums last, because when I first started making music, I would focus on the drums first, and then I'm like, cool, so I've made really awesome drums and no track.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely fair and reasonable. I mean, my thing, I've varied over time, but usually I at least want the drums, like I'll pick out some nice samples to get them knocking to a point that they just slap on their own, you know, because that makes the creating experience that much more fun.
Yeah, no, I got you. I know what you mean.
But like overall, it's really just about experimenting. You know, if you reach a roadblock, just feel free to steal a sound. And another thing, feel free to just really like blatantly imitate artists. You know,
yeah.
For me, I stray away from like remaking completely, because I just feel like that's kind of tedious, honestly. You know, I mean,
it's helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Just in the learning process, though, I'd definitely recommend it to anyone. At least like just understanding it. It's how I've been able to make a few more decent tracks. But yeah,
absolutely.
it's so tedious.
But my approach to like remaking is rather having a track like heavily inspired by them, but not necessarily the same exact track, you know?
Mhm.
Because I can hear it in my head, like, all right, I have this sound palette here, and I like the riff they're doing, but like, what's the fun in copying the exact note for note? You know, when I can,
Yeah.
if you're feeling your own thing, spun off of their track, absolutely go for that. You know, like rip off them blatantly, but add your own little spice to it. At
Yeah.
least that's my approach to it.
No, it definitely makes a lot of sense, dude. I really appreciate it. And like, no, I mean, this was good too because I really wanted to give you like the most bare bones. Like, these are like the files you like open up, you like lay down a riff, and then you like never finish it, and you're just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck do I do with this? And so it's
Yeah,
nice to like
absolutely.
have someone look at it.
And just say that this is it. This is what to do with it. I'm thinking what more I want to do with it. Maybe I would replace this Mr. Phil with something else, just because I'm feeling like a more tippery kind of thing, in that I would just add like a weird squelchy saw wave, like what do I have?
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, I don't know what I feel like. I don't feel like synthesizing it out, so I'm just doing this, and then it just, and this is gonna be on Complex Pro. Ooh, yo, that's kind of funky with the Complex Pro.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You know, and add in your own bandpass. Filter it. Or maybe I say screw this, and it's actually percussion now. So it goes. You see? And you could add more stuff like that. Becomes a weird percussion thing. Who knows? Possibilities are endless. You're knocking the limit, or whatever they say. I want to do something more with this because I want it to be completely full. But I guess my next step would be these drums.
Yeah, that would be my next step too. Is like so my process that I like typically work through is like, as far as you've gotten right here, let's say like the drop was actually like fleshed out, or it is pretty fleshed out, but I'm seeing like, it's like, oh, this is what I want to work with. I typically would like double it and then work with like the next section of the drop, and then after I do that, I go in and like refill all the drums, fill out the drums the way I wanted to, and then like with whatever I'm filling out the drums, you can like go back and like edit the arrangement somewhat. So I've been like successful in doing that process. The part where I'm getting stuck is like just kind of, I don't know, like riffing it out naturally versus like dealing with a lot of like starting from scratch, you know what I mean?
Right. No, just takes time. Just gotta hear it in your head. Audiate, that's the word for it. You gotta audiate.
Yeah, audiate it.
See, and another thing I think I would do is, beyond these fills here, I would probably add in more just weird squelchy saw wave fills, just wherever I can jam them, so it sounds full.
Yeah,
and
it just sounds kind of,
drums.
So
I mean, who knows? You can even add like, feel like there's room for a weird melodic element, if you so insist. See, I'm just writing this down because I don't feel like programming all these squelchy saw wave sounds, so I'm just writing a little melody. And this is just what I wrote here in my head.
that's a nice riff. I see what you're doing there.
Just a,
And you don't think that like takes away too much from the like? See, I like struggle with putting melodies over stuff like that, but I definitely like the riff.
yeah. For this, I mean, it's definitely a background element. I definitely want it far from the front, you know, but just to kind of fill up the mix.
Yeah.
Just something real subtle.
Oh, Jesus.
Real subtle. Just a And then after this, what I think I would do is like I would duplicate this for some more variation, and you know I just do this all the time, especially with these like wobbles. Is I'll just take the patch, duplicate it, add a bit of variation, and how about just like well, maybe just in general, I would like this low pass filter. Just makes it kind of wobble harder. I'm also turning down the release that way. Well, yeah, there's no release on it, no tail. So he kind of wobbles harder or whatever. I mean, it's a preference. I think they both sound good. In fact, I don't think I want it. But I'm just looking for a way to kind of like add some variation to this.
What's funny?
What's that?
It's funny because you're like cutting out on Discord, but you're not cutting out on the stream.
Yeah. Get the post filter. No. But I mean, I'm just messing around with it, messing around with the sound design, changing what's being FM'd, you know, just to add some slight variation. I'll probably EQ this out so it's not so rough in comparison to the first one. So then you get the deal. And this just adds a little high-end ear candy for you, this tiny melody, without being too overwhelming at all. See, another thing, just because I feel like, okay, what else is there to do besides just throw in whatever I can here? So, on that note, here's a cool trick for you. A cool epic trick. So this is just Serum. Using Serum today. Buck Vital. Get your arpeggiator. Yes, arpeggiator. Awesome. Wherever it is. And while we're at it, let's just get the formant filter. And what I'm doing here is kind of adding some percussion. So I'm just assigning LFO1 to everything I want to automate, randomize, whatever. So those two. But I want it random. Just so note on random 1, note on random 2. Let's also add a band pass here to just get some further movement. And I'm gonna want to. This is kind of like a psytrancey effect.
Yeah, that's super dope.
So nice way to add some textures.
No, that's super. Damn, yeah, no, that's super dope. I really, really like that. That's like a
Some
sound I've been trying to look for to add on like the high end of some stuff.
Yeah, it's just awesome and trippy. Like, honestly, look into some like psytrance tutorials because they have a lot of like crazy textures to introduce to your stuff. This is definitely like a big sound in psytrance. You know, if it were like 140 BPM, you know.
Yeah.
And you can have no reverb. You can just have it dry if you really want. Or you can also have it pitch modulate or whatever. I want it like this. And you can probably get away with just cutting out that filter to give it some more range and then just EQing out yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna make this even more plucky. Another thing you could do, we can even take like just get a percussion sample and throw that on the noise oscillator. And make sure it goes through the format. And how about we randomize the pitch? Randomize. See, that's a lot more interesting, I think, because the pitch gets kind of weird. And we can have it go out instead of repeating, so every note gets triggered, it hits a new thing. Flanger also, let's actually turn it up more. Chorus. Ooh, I like that chorus on there. Feedback up. Ooh, delay. That is trippy, drippy stuff. But what if I said, okay, I also want the delay randomized. Randomize your delay. Tiny bit of reverb.
Very watery.
One thing I'll probably do though is, so for this sound, I would probably myself, I'd rather use something like basic shapes, you know, and that way I have a little more control over the sound versus using a wavetable, because I think this type of sound you can get pretty easily. Well, you can get something quite close to it. Well, that's just me with my experience, you know. So I'm thinking like, all right, oh yeah, that crazy corpus effect. Okay, it's actually right. So maybe I would get a sine wave, get the FM, right? And when it's on this FM like this, it just, when it's a simple waveform, it's so easy just to go throughout the FM and really change what you're getting. you can also easily go into sync and change. I think for this though, we definitely want like a square. And then I could say low pass. For those odd harmonics, just messing around with different stuff here. Yeah. Except you see, I actually didn't get the same exact sound, so don't listen to me. You know what I mean though? It's that like I find sticking to basic shapes for the most part makes it easy to, well, it's just simpler for one, and also makes it easier to get some variations out of what you're doing. Yeah, stretching right now. What else? Cool percussions, little variations. How about like a top layer, you know? Another top layer beyond the percussion, like a top bass, and then I think I'll wrap it up here because I feel like I'm stretching this out to its death.
Okay.
And of course,
no worries, dude. I appreciate it. I mean, this is a huge insight. I appreciate all the random,
yeah, just the random jamming or whatnot. Vocoder, get the OTT before it. Crank that soldier boy. And I don't know, just
tell him.
Tell him.
I want to.
Do you want to?
There's a lot of this type of stuff that is, I think, dope, and it's not very. I think it's tippery, but it's also like just new. I don't know, man. I'll send it to you.
Wait. What do you mean? You cut out for a minute there. I didn't get the whole thing. Something about being tippery.
I was just saying I wanted to shoot you some music that I listen to that's kind of like influenced a lot of this stuff that I make that is not as tippery and neuro-y, just so you can like, you know, try it out.
Yeah. So like to get an idea of like maybe what you're going for here, and I just took it in a different direction entirely.
Yeah, you did, but it's not a bad thing by any means.
Well, what were you thinking? Like some more like, I don't know, bass nectary style, like wobbles.
I don't know how to describe it. It's just like this like really hip hop oriented bass music that I think like probably, yeah, but it's less like, I don't know how to describe it, man. I'm not like really great at that.
Wait a minute. See, now I'm just gonna start over. I'm gonna start over and try to get what you're going for. See, I'm
oh, what?
No, see, look, I saved it, and I'm going back to the OG file.
Yeah, Charles is a good example, but I think Charles is like really chill. Super Task is really chill. Those guys are super good examples. That is kind of like what I do really like. I like Super Task like tremendously.
Yeah.
Let me send you like an example.
See, now I'm going more on like the heavier side of things, less tippery.
So this is like, so I live in Denver, and a lot of the like local scene in Denver is super impressive. But this is one of my favorite songs.
All right, send it my way.
Oh, not that song. Let's. Yeah, see, like, Give me like 5 minutes if you don't mind. I gotta go, like, I gotta fuck with the rice. One sec.
Okay. Yeah. This is exactly what I expected. Damn. Holy moly. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was expecting. Auto pan. Yeah, I agree. Vital CPU usage is ridiculous. I have to like work around hella. Yeah. No, like Vital, I mean Vital does the same stuff Serum does. Serum is just easier on CPU, and I don't know, it has some nicer stuff. Like it has the wavetable features and stuff like that. Yeah, Vital being free is the big one. And this shit is crashing. This shit is crashing. Make it stop. Praying to the Ableton gods that my patches are okay. I worked so hard on those sine waves. For what? For what purpose? No. No, I don't save stuff. If God decides it was too dank to grace this earth, then, you know, who am I to like say? Who am I to say, really? You know, make sure to like the live stream if you haven't yet, because that's cool. See, and we're in business, baby.
All right.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that. I'm here.
No problem. Hope the rice is fixed.
Yeah, the rice is fixed. It's going to be in my belly shortly. So
awesome. Can you really break rice though? Like, what is there to fix? See, and I mean, I kind of expected that to be the alternative, the alternative sound you're going for, just that sub-heavy, wobbly goodness. So that's what I'm making here. Thank you, friends, for liking the live stream. Ooh. Beastly.
I'm super behind on between like Discord. Like I'm like hearing YouTube before I hear you in Discord. So just FYI.
Okay. Let me just. Hello? Where's the slap? Where's the slappy kick? No, I have to lay down some fat drums for this. Actually, let me just get the Cohen. Let me get the Cohen loop. That. Yeah, the tambourine loop. Ooh. Bunting, you got a Discord? Yes. Yes, I do. Join the Discord now. Join the Discord now. Also, I feel like since I have people watching, you can sign up for private lessons with me if you really want, guys. Beyond just this Masterclass Monday, which I do once a week, which there's only a slim chance. That'd be epic, and you would learn. I'm liking this. The drums just make it knock. For this kind of stuff, you definitely just want to use a lot of different saturation. Also, maybe a bit of FM. Give me the wobble, please. Thanks. And then it's gonna have the dun 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 dun. Oh, actually, I guess I don't need this. Why is it?
This is definitely what I had more in mind, by the way. You're fucking crushing it.
Yeah. I'm glad. And
Seinfeld all day.
all day. Truly. It's a lifestyle. Just not just an Ableton audio plugin. Reverb. Okay. You know the deal. And I mean, that sounds like a song to me. If you get the sub bass knocking under it and the drums spicy and all that. Second drop drum and bass. Hello. Okay. That kind of goes hard as fuck. Wait, not that. And this is just gonna be stupid. You can get away with a lot of stuff with this kind of style as long as it starts with a sine wave. Right. Not a whole lot of narration, but pretty much I'm just using different pretty much just messing with sine waves in different ways, and you get nice wobbles to layer with your sub bass hip hop style.
Makes sense.
And for this, you can add in like weird stuff for the fills as well. See, look here. Just let's throw in the Mr. Bill again, our old friend. The guy, the dude, the one, the only. No, I want audio actually. Okay, I did it again. I really did it again. See, I would do second drop drum and bass, but I want to get the hip hop vibe solid and settled, spiced up, riced up, you know.
Yeah, you gotta save drum and bass for the harder part of the set.
Yeah, exactly. He knows. Okay, finally. Oh, that's kind of stinky. That's nice. You can even use this stuff as like wobbles. Like, come on. Like that works. Do that. Oh, that is.
Oh man, that works so good.
Ugh, that is. Just wait till the stream catches up to what I just did.
Oh, wait, you gotta do it, but you gotta do it one time. Like, so you gotta do like those, and then you gotta do it again, and then but do it the way I don't know. That's the way I love to do that shit.
Do
Yeah.
it again, like varied or something.
Yeah. Now duplicate the first drop. So keep the second. It's so hard with the delay. You're good on the second arrangement. On the first arrangement, go make it wobble all the way through.
Oh. Yeah. It's so swingy. Wait. Okay. Wobble.
Yeah.
And you just have a heavy ass sub under that. That's a banger right there.
Yeah. Just vary it. That's really nice. That's hilarious.
See, that's what you do. That's what you do with Mr. Bill Sam. Oh.
Everybody get the Mr. Bill sample pack.
Shout out Mr. Bill. The swing is so good.
Double that shit or duplicate that shit. Yeah.
For the wobbly stuff, like really, just say fuck all the sound design. Let me actually just go over here, right? Just fuck all the sound design, right? Okay, so and just lay down a sub, like literally. For this, like, I don't know, crazy just heavy wobble stuff. Fuck all of it. Every last bit of sound design. Lay down your sub. So good. You see? And right here, I'm just like figuring out the whole riff for this wobbly drop. can do this for a lot of bass music, but especially this kind of stuff. Right, and then just gonna duplicate this, EQ out our lows. Hey, it's Ty. Hello, Tyler S. Happy to see you here. Just here streaming with the boys. And what do you know? Just throw in the wobble. Sign would fold, as always. Hope you learn, hope you enjoy. Actually, one. But you see what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
The sauce is emerging on its own accord. There's no coaxing involved. It has a mind of its own. Right, and then just let's get some FM here. How about trilobite? Get the wobbles. Let's have it. Seesaw. And how about I just have some pitch bend here for maybe change the wave. Ooh, I like that. And how about we do some Of the Trees style thing for this? You know, kind of funky lead or whatever they do. See, but it's just messing with the sound design from there, really, you know, not rocket science. Let's just try. You know, you could just do additive synthesis sometimes. For some extra sauce. I don't know, a redux. And how about I just this is what we're doing here. I should really be narrating more, but sorry guys, keep forgetting. Whatever. That's a sound. This is dubstep. But you know you don't need all the sound design. Sometimes all you need, bringing back the actual fun part, is just Mr. Bill samples. Spectra sample pack available now. Already saucy. But this is where the whole mud pie thing comes in. I mean, he pretty much made this just by like just messing with the sound and cutting out the best part.
This sounded really good.
Yeah. So just I mean that's kind of a thing. That's a thing, I think. And then I could just like consolidate all these, right? Do whatever I want with them. You know, add some erosion to your sub, because everyone likes white noise on their See, I would probably keep that main lead for the call and response kind of thing. But the main key to like having any kind of weird sound design is just get that sub knocking underneath, and you could get away with it most of the Let's just put this on whatever default.
This really helps me like open up a huge perspective of like which way I should start working from, because I think a lot of the times I'm starting from working like with all these like mid ranges and stuff instead of like riffing it out.
Yeah, because like the sub bass really is the root, and yeah, it's just the root. Everything builds up from that, and it is bass music after all. You know, I think definitely focusing on the sub bass first and the flow of that really sets the rest of the tone. Because, well, really, like if your sub bass stands out, then like it'll hit people hard. Well, like it literally like shakes your chest live, you know. Compared to the mid range, which really is just like decoration, and the bigger picture of things. I mean, not
No.
that's kind of harsh, but like I remember looking
No,
at
it-
like watching some Mr. Bill stuff. I mean, who made the sample, you know? And he was showing off some like a collab. I don't know, I might have seen it, but he was doing some masterclass type thing, and he was showing off a collab he was working with like Woolg and like Zebler and Conti Experience, you know. And
Yeah.
really, like all he had was pretty much a sample like this, right? You know, just like mud pie, he calls it, just chopped up over, you know, a beat with sub bass, you know, and that was the drop. And really, fundamentally, that's what bass music is, just sound design over sub bass.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure it out. I came from like really traditional, like playing, you know, music in bands and like getting into
playing
like the
real music and
lo-fi.
stuff. Lame.
Yeah, well, yeah,
No.
lame ass shit. No, I love all music, but like you just get a different perspective where like you're like, oh, like this full band fills out the entire sound spectrum. Like you have to have two guitar players, you have to have a bass player, you have to have a drummer, and you have to have a singer. And then it's like getting into this type of shit, it's like, nah, you just got bass, dog. Like, and then like trying to like accept that and wrap my head around like just putting a drum beat and a bass down is like a fucking song. You know what I mean? It's kind of like this just doesn't feel right.
Well, really though, like just listen to like that one track you sent me. Well, both of them, but especially Snail Trail. Like what the fuck is it? Like it's just heavy ass wobbles.
Yeah, I love Phil so much, and like that's like the thing is like, and I guess like that's like the huge culture out here is like, you know, those dudes are like flexing function ones like every weekend. Well, when we could do that, like we were playing, you know, every Friday in a lounge and like being able to like flex music like that, and so like a lot of that stuff just comes out too. And then I also like, yeah, I don't know, I don't mean to like digress, but then you get sucked into like, well, does it sound good when I post it on Instagram? It's like, does anyone fucking care?
It sounds like shit on Instagram. Like,
yeah. But anywho,
it's okay, bro.
yeah, no,
you just gotta put a distortion on the master for when you post it on Instagram, so they can hear it.
yeah, just like just use like an ozone dynamic, like low end focus, but like turn it all the way up.
Yeah, the second track too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
It's
but
all very
a lot
fire.
of that is like, well, yeah, also distorted sine waves, you know. Well, like you've seen my tutorials on that kind of stuff,
Mhm.
and that's really all it is, you know. It's just having the confidence to say like, yeah, this wobbly sub bass with the drum beat kind of goes hard.
Yeah, and it definitely works better.
It's
Like
all
just
about the
being able
flow.
to get feed. Yeah,
Flow.
yeah. Cool, dude. Well, is this our awkward goodbye?
I mean, I guess so. I've been here for like 2.5 hours, so I guess I'm calling it off now.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate your fucking time, bro.
No, of
Like
course.
dead ass. So
Dead ass. I
Dead
dead ass appreciate you getting back to me, even though it took you a minute. But,
yeah, well, my cat has cancer, so you know, dude,
No,
just deal with it.
no,
Just
gotta-
kidding.
just gotta roll with the punches.
Yeah.
But,
Well, if you're ever in Denver, hit me up, and I'll hit you up sometime on here, man. I'd love to like
absolutely.
try to take some more lessons or something like that sometime. I don't, you know, yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, happy to talk with you. I'm glad you told me like. I'm so glad you told me that like Tipper wasn't what I was going for, but I think that like it was good that I did go on that tangent though, because it just shows like the same base of a song, you can go so many
Yeah.
different directions with it. you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's where I really appreciate it, because you start like we went in that one direction. That's where like I love Tipper and I love like that kind of music, but it's also like at the same time it's like I don't like want to partake in dropping that on the sound system, because it's just like I want to appreciate it. You know what I mean? I think there's just like different types of things like that. And so you know, it's super cool to learn though, and it's super cool to see exactly what you said. Like you can take the song and go in two different directions and like still get a fucking banging ass result, no matter like what your taste is.
Absolutely. And it's really just back to that main wobble, like that wow wow. You can really go a lot of different directions once you have that first call, like that first wow wow. Okay, what's he gonna respond? He's gonna say that.
Yeah, I need to start. I should just. Have you seen that like vocoder trigger yet?
On what? On the Mr. Bill thing?
No, it's not like a vocoder trigger. That was like a bad way to put it. Sorry. It's like a vocal. So like literally like it's like this like MIDI trigger, but it uses your voice. And so like you can like beatbox into this like microphone, and it like triggers the MIDI based off of the AI sounds.
Okay. Yeah, I have heard of that. So you can like beatbox and it'll trigger your drum samples.
Yeah, you should. Stranja, if you like watch Stranja, he made a really sick tutorial with it, and like it was he made like a drum and bass track with it. But yeah, like mouthing all this shit is like what I wish I could just do with all the drops, man.
Wow. No, please actually do that. Like quick demonstration. Okay, so let me, because I do that sometimes, you know, because I was kind of into beatboxing for a minute, enough to like, I don't know, I'm not crazy good, but enough to like beat out a rhythm or like with a little bass line. So I'm like, all right, or like, let me think. You know, and then wait, I actually just record it. What am I doing? Okay. Wow. It's so delayed that it's hard, but okay. Wow. Wow. You get it. Okay, throwing this in. I should make a video out of this, like the #1 secret the pros are hiding from you. I'm not sure how Tipper does that. He does that.
He farts. All of them are like gelatinous wet farts.
Wow. See, wow. I'm just matching it up. Yeah, I don't mean to keep you here. You can just go while I do.
No, you're good. Wow. I've just never thought about this, and this is fucking ridiculous. Yeah. Like in a good way.
Yeah, I mean, I just do it in my head, but
I think the part where like I struggle is I'm always like, the reason I've thought about it, but I've always been like, there's no way I can make the sound in my head. But I think that doesn't matter if you can just at least make the riff.
No. You know, and just record it out and literally just match it up. And then okay. Wow. And I mean, you could just have that all be sub bass too, you know. Right? All sub. Whoops, I deleted it. Okay, all sub bass.
Damn. Well, now I know what I'm gonna be doing.
It's groovy. That's what you got to do. I'm literally like, I think that's gonna be my video this week, just doing this, because it's kind of some next level shit.
is fantastic.
Wow. Okay, and now processing this into a growl for the extra swag blinds. Wow. Wow. For the extra swag. No, I'm just having it like this again. Wow. Okay. Classic OTT. Classic OTT again. Classic OTT again. Classic autofilter in the midst of those OTTs. Classic phaser, just to give it like, gives it kind of like a formant. I mean, it already sounds like a growl. I just want a little crisper. A little crisper. With the classic vocoder. There it is. Cut out the lows. Get rid of the mud. Can also, like, I guess, like, maybe still think it needs to be like thicker. What can nothing a few OTTs can't fix, or whatever the doctor said. Just throwing on the fat rack. Sorry guys. Jesus Christ. So stupid. Alright, now the rest of the sound. Am I really gonna just go through? Why not? Why not, man? No. See, I'm actually gonna do some other stuff for these other hits. Okay. So EQ out the lows, and we'll just get kind of like a Dirt Monkey, Ganja White Nighty wobble. And let's get a nice wavetable. Come on. Give us a nice one. I mean. They kind of suck. Like. Fuck Serum. Okay, that one's a little nicer. reggae loop. A reggae, like the off thing. Okay, there we go. There we go. Bro. Whatever. You get the idea. Crazy's fun. And then after these 2 bars, I'm just spitting out everything I can for learning purposes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's our little loop we made. And yeah, that original riff came from my mouth sounds. So, what do we learn today? Okay. Yeah. So like, mouth sounds. Just record them. I'll make a video on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned a lot. I learned about mouth sounds, which, you know, dubstep ASMR is a good title for that. And
Okay,
you know, no, I appreciate it. All of these are helpful tips, especially the last arrangement and just kind of the way you formatted that really helped a lot.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah. I always feel like I have to summarize what I did. But yeah, just to summarize everything we did today, mouth sounds are cool. Lay down your sub bass first because it's called bass music for a reason.
Yeah, riff it out.
Yeah, riff it out with your mouth if required. Mess with sine waves. Make sure, yeah, just riff it out mostly. Really just riff it out because everything lies under riffing it out because everyone has a good ear. Most people do. They know what sounds good to them. it's just a matter of taking that from your noggin, your little noggin, and putting it out into the world. The world being Ableton, your DAW. And yeah, that's about that. Thanks for sticking with me for like over an hour. You could have left at any time. I don't want to keep you here captive. But
No, it's cool. I've got World of Warcraft to play. It's not like I have anything important.
Okay, awesome. So, hope you learned. To everyone watching the stream, I am on the producer dojo. Well, like I'm getting on there because I need a logo and I need like sounds and stuff to get on there. But yeah, I'm getting on there. I'm in the process of doing it. I just gotta get my shit together, man. But if you do want a lesson from me, like just email me. I'll put my email in chat or in the description actually. Because these lessons on Mondays are free because I live stream them. But you can get private lessons from me for anything, and you could hit me up for constant feedback and all that jazz. And yeah, just email me. I'll put that in the description. Just hit me up. We can work something out and all that stuff. Okay, I'm done ranting. I'm done rambling. Thank you, Lousy Anna, for your time and your project to manipulate for the sake of education, for the greater good of humanity.
Anytime, man.
All right,
for
peace
the
out.
greater good of DAW users.
Yes.
Later.
Peace out. But that's about it. Thanks everyone for watching this long. Hope you learned something. This stream is going to be up. It's going to be uploaded on my channel, and you'll be able to watch it, rewatch it, and all that stuff. For lessons, email me at buntingmusic137@gmail.com. Join the Discord at, I'm just typing up my description here while I am, I can just copy paste it. Join the Discord. Oh, also, if you're still watching, make sure to sign up for Feedback Fridays. Oh my gosh, Feedback Fridays, guys. And for that, I'm basically going to be on stream, playing some people's tracks. Whoever submitted their track, I'll be going over. I'll be listening to it and giving it some feedback. You know, and I'll be going over quite a few songs for about an hour. And yeah. And I'll put the forum for that in the description as well. Let me send this. And I'm doing this stuff weekly, right? Weekly. Sign up for Feedback Friday. Okay. Thanks for tuning in, everyone who's watching. Make sure to like the stream if you haven't already. Just helps it for the algorithms or whatever they be saying. And thanks for tuning in. I'm repeating myself. What's new? Too tired for this shit. This was Bunting. Peace out, people.